What's up, everybody? It is your boy, Uncle Greg, and we're back with another episode of Something Out of Nothing podcast, number 5 to be exact. So, as most people spend a lot of time looking for the blueprint, that is the secret, the step by step manual that the successful people must be hiding in a vault somewhere. We continue to convince ourselves that if we just find the right map, we won't get lost. But here's the cold, liberating truth: nobody actually knows exactly what they're doing. Whether it's building a business, creating art, or just navigating a Tuesday, everyone is essentially winging it. We're all just making educated guesses, tripping over hurdles, and learning the rhythm of the fall. There is no single correct path to your goal. There's only the path that you carve while you're moving. When I had learned this myself, it had given me the free will, the capabilities to fail and look at it as a learning objective versus something of fear, something that's going to knock me down and discourage me. So I would hope this opening monologue can help someone understand that make that leap of faith, go try something new. If you fail, that's fine. Take note of where you failed, pick yourself back up, and do it again. Let's get back into this Something Out of Nothing podcast, where we're talking about our first topic, and that will be March Madness. Let's conclude it. It's been about a week since we've talked about it. Um, the men's basketball, Michigan defeated UConn 69-63. Michigan concluded a great season as they dominated pretty much everybody they played. Speaking of dominance, the Big Ten, with Michigan's victory over UConn in the NCAA Tournament National Championship on Monday of last week, the conference became the first league in history to hold the D1 Men's Basketball Championship, Women's Basketball, and Football National Championship as Michigan joined UCLA, which won the women's title last Sunday, and Indiana, which won the college football playoff in January, as three of the league's current national champions in their respective sports. So let's give it up for the Big Ten as they are dominating the conferences in college sports. Speaking of dominating, UCLA women's basketball continues to make history as they are the first school to have 6 players drafted in a single night, 5 in the first round, and 4 in the top 10. Those athletes and amazing players, to give you their names: Lauren Betts went 4th to the Washington Mystics. Gabriela Jaquez went 5th to the Chicago Sky. Kiki Rice went 6th to the newly expansion team Toronto Tempo. Angela Dugalich went 9th to the Washington Mystics. Gianna Neepkins 15th to the Connecticut Sun. And Charlize Legger-Walker in the second round went 3rd pick to the Connecticut Sun, joining her teammate Gianna Neepkins, sorry. The Bruins made history on the court in March Madness, continue to make history through the draft, as they are the only school to have 6 players drafted in one night. So again, these ladies deserved it all the recognition in the world, and I'm glad they got it. So let's move on to the next topic, which will be the MLB, as the Dodgers have had a dominance in the league as they've gone before tonight's game. This is pre-recorded before Monday night's game. 11-5, continue to beat teams led by Andy Pages. Who would have thought? Who is currently tied with the MLB lead of 17 RBIs and hitting a massive 429. Andy Pages, keep doing it. Don't listen to the haters. I love it. I love it. As a Dodger fan, you can only love it. So everyone else, they got Shohei, they got Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts. We got guys because we just got the eyes, bro. We just got the eyes. We can scout these guys that nobody wants and just make them great. I love it. I love that. So good luck, everyone else. The unmoored Mets Goes to show that, yeah, you can spend money. Doesn't mean you're always going to win. After a long opening week, or strong opening week, sorry, the Mets are 7-10 and stumbled, losing five straight, leading into tonight's game against the Dodgers. The absence of Juan Soto with his calf injury has left a noticeable hole in their lineup. So, this isn't their full lineup, but you got to come out and play, and they have not. So, Mets, can they turn it around? Most likely. It's early on in the season. I don't like to get too in depth on the baseball season because there's like 162 games, so it's really hard to, you know, get up for each one. But for now, Dodgers are on a hot streak. Mets are not on a not streak. Drake Baldwin of the Braves, the reigning rookie of the year, is proving last year was no fluke, anchoring the Braves lineup with 5 home runs, 17 RBIs through the first 16 games. Shane Baz of the Orioles and Jesus Luzardo of the Phillies both turned in dominant outings as a scoreless and a one-run outing in this past week, cementing their status of the top of at the top of their respective rotations. Apologies, could not speak right now. So the baseball's got some young stars coming up. You guys tell me who you seen ball so this early. Who you guys got your eyes on? Who's your favorite team? Obviously, you know mine. Mine's the Dodgers. You don't gotta come in toxic, or you can talk about whatever you want. But either way, I like talking sports, so let's talk. Following that, we got the NBA. So, with the play-in and playoffs pretty much playing tomorrow, we have the Spurs, who are probably the most dangerous but inexperienced team going into the playoffs. Oklahoma City, most likely everyone's favorite. I feel San Antonio has the defensive edge over them with Victor Wembanyama just being able to control both sides of the floor. I think it's going to be really entertaining. I think that's going to be the Western Conference matchup, in my opinion, and I hope San Antonio gets a dub. As far as the East, I think people need to stop waiting for the Celtics or Knicks to take over, as Detroit has been the most consistent in the league for the last 5 months. They have gotten home court advantage throughout the East, and while the media is focusing on the Celtics' star power, Detroit's depth and chemistry are built for a grueling Eastern Conference Finals run, which I'm excited. I hope Detroit Pistons take the East, because that'd be exciting to me. I don't like Boston. I'm a Lakers fan, so you already know. It's just I'll come at it. I'll come at it with hate. I'll be grossed out if they win. Give them their little respect, but I'm a hater, bro. I'm a hater. Boston's been good. Jaylen Brown's been good. Their team's been good. I'll give them that. But as far as wanting them to win, why the hell would I want them to win? Anyways, let's go on to the next take, and that is with Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, and Josh Hart all dealing with late season ankle injuries. The Knicks are the most vulnerable top seed to get eliminated. If they face a healthy octane team like Atlanta Hawks coming out of the play-in, because they're got to wait to the play-in, the Garden might see a heartbreaking first round exit. Yeah, that's not going to be a great thing for the Knicks to get a first round exit with all these stars getting paid pretty decent sized money. If they lose, there definitely going to be some shaking up going on in the New York Knicks offseason, especially after the first year with the new head coach, Mike Brown. I think they're going to want to take the team in a different angle if they do not make any type of significant run this playoff run. And lastly, we got the Lakers taking on the Houston Rockets. I think that matchup is going to be pretty interesting in my opinion. Can LeBron lift the Lakers above Houston? In my opinion, if he was able to do that, I think that would totally justify his $50 million contract. I, for one, have been highly skeptical and voiced my opinion that I don't believe he needed that $50 million this season. I believe it could have gotten spread out to somebody else or gotten a couple more wing defenders, someone to help us out on the defensive side, because that's obviously what we lack. So if he were to get us past Houston, I will say I was wrong, and he deserved that $50 million. But it's a high bar. It's definitely something that's probably not doable. But if he were to get past him, I would eat my words and say I was wrong. But until then, you gotta prove me right, LeBron. As far as the play-in, we have tomorrow, April 14th, we have the Hornets taking on the Heat. Then we have the Suns taking on the Trailblazers. You guys let me know who's your favorite in the play-in to get in. On the 15th, we have the 76ers taking on the Magic and the Clippers taking on the Warriors. So, again, down below, you guys let me know who you think is going to make it up the play-in. I feel like the Hornets and the Heat is probably the best matchup out of all of them. Sixers Magic maybe. Um, Suns and Trailblazers, no, dude. Like, what's going on with the West, dude? Like Clippers and Warriors, or the West is not that tough as people say it is. I don't think it is anymore. It used to be, but I think the East is looking a lot better now that I'm looking at these teams and the competition wise. Like, dude. Anyways, that's it for the sports. Let's get into the real report. All right, so I started watching The Boys' first 2 episodes of the last season. If you don't want any spoilers, I suggest you press pause, skip forward to get to the next music minute. But for now, let's get into The Boys so far. So Homelander has officially moved past the hero and into ruler. With his allies in the White House, he has established freedom camps for his dissenters, aka people who just don't agree with him or who are pro Starlight. So it's pretty epic right now. The season opens with him tightening his fascist grip on the country, treating the U.S. like his personal playground. The Resistance, The Boys, featuring Annie, Huey, Mother's Milk, and Frenchie are now fractured underground resistance. They are outmanned, outgunned, operating like a guerrilla cell, then a CIA-backed team. Billy Butcher is back, but he is not the same. He is obsessed with a soup-killing virus that he believes is the only nuclear option left. I have enjoyed the first 2 episodes. I can't wait for it to end. I want to see the conclusion. I felt like in the second episode, I was like, nah, it's way too early. But you guys know if you guys have seen it. Yeah, I don't know. I thought that ending to the second episode of Jensen Ackles, a.k.a. Soldier Boy, getting up, I was like, I don't know. I just felt like that was it was gonna happen. Just the angle that the camera was shooting, just felt like very long. So I was like, he's gonna get up, and lo and behold, he got up. And I did not know he was Homelander's dad. Did you guys know he was Homelander's dad? I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention, but yeah, that's pretty crazy to me. So you guys let me know what you think about The Boys' first 2 episodes. Did you like them? Was it good? I liked them. Continuing with the real report, I am currently looking for a new series to watch. So if you guys have any recs, right now I know that there's the Star Wars series with Maul, Shadow Lord, which is the pulpy animated adventure following Maul as he tries to rebuild his criminal empire in the shadows of the early Galactic Empire. I love Star Wars. I love animation, so I might check that out. You guys let me know if you guys have watched it, what you guys think about it. I know there's Euphoria Season 3 on Max. I haven't watched any of that series. Maybe I'll tune in. I got to get into pop culture. But yeah, I have no idea anything about it. So you guys tell me what you think about Euphoria. I know it's like a young, hot show where they do drugs and shit. I don't fucking know, dude. But either way, maybe I'll check it out. I don't know. We'll see. But also, there's Outcome starring Keanu Reeves, a comedy directed by Jonah Hill. Keanu Reeves stars as a damaged Hollywood actor forced to confront his past. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be dark, maybe a little dark comedy, dark humor. But I like a mental health where he's diving deep into yourselves and thinking introspectively. So I don't know. I think I might enjoy it. I might check that out. You guys let me know if you've checked it out or what to watch. Any recommendations? Shoot them down in the comments. Shoot me down anywhere where I post this. Let's get into the music minute. All right, so for the music minute, we have Sabrina Carpenter's star power at Coachella, fresh off a historic year. Her Friday night set was a theatrical masterpiece. Why can't I speak? She brought out a surreal mix of guests, including Will Ferrell, Susan Sarandon, proving she is the new queen of the main character energy. I don't know. She's dope. I like her music. I know a lot of people don't like her music, or they don't like her personality. They call her like a fake horny girl, or what is it called? Fake. I forgot what it was called, but they call her some type of like she fronts. She's not really about it, but I don't know. I don't really know her personally. Whatever. I think she's cool. Let me know what you guys think about Sabrina Carpenter. What you guys think about? Do you like her music? Do you think she's phony? Let me know down in the comments. Justin Bieber had the highest paid performance, yet it seemed like he just pulled something out of a hat and said, "Hey, let me go on YouTube and watch these videos from my past and then sing whatever you guys want." Um, I feel like it is definitely tailored towards the later generation. Like they totally get it. They watch everything on YouTube. So to them, this was fucking a hit. This is just right up their alley where I feel a lot of older generations and people in my generation as well, I guess, who like to see really extravagant performances, um, felt a little underwhelmed. So I can definitely see both sides. Where I sit, I don't know. I could see the creativeness as far as it being tailored towards the younger generation who grew up on YouTube. And as far as the people who like live performances, well, Justin Bieber ain't it. Justin Bieber ain't it. And that's okay with me. Like, not everyone has to be. But lastly, Karol G makes history as the first ever Latina headliner. She turned the desert into a massive celebration on Sunday, despite reported warnings about political statements. She delivered a defiant set and brought out Becky G and Wizen. I don't know. A lot of artists out there, I don't know their names and shit, but you guys can correct me. But lastly, let me know what you guys think about the Coachella. What was your favorite set? Who's your favorite artist that you saw? Who should have been there? If you've been to them in the past, what was your favorite experience? Let me know what's up. But lastly, let's get into this Q&A and wrap up this pod. All right. So I posted on my Instagram asking people to ask me whatever they wanted on social media, and I will answer it on the pod. And we had 2 entries. The first one I did not get a screenshot of. It was from my sister, and she had asked, "What do I think the Raiders are going to be this upcoming season?" To be honest, I would like an 8-win season. I think they went two wins last year. So if we can get 6 on top of that with a new coach, new quarterback, new center, just show some improvement, I think I'd be happy with that. If they go less than 8, I feel a little like, okay, I feel underwhelmed. They got to go 8 wins. It's a high bar for a new coach and all that stuff. But I mean, if they're going to do well, or if they're going to prove to me that they're going in the right direction, go 8 wins, 6 wins, okay, whatever. But I mean, I want 8. I don't know. I honestly don't know what they're going to do, but they're definitely not going to go above 500. I know that for a fact. And if they do, total surprise. We'll catch everyone up. I don't think anybody's thinking that they're going to do anything better than that. But yeah, that's my opinion. That's what I think that the Raiders are going to do this upcoming season. 8 wins max, probably a reality. Maybe 6 wins. We'll see. We'll see what happens. And the next question, which I was able to get to an image screenshot of, was who is my favorite villain? This one is a little into the weeds, but I love this character regardless. In the Batman animated series, scientist Victor Freeze, aka Mr. Freeze, he was a gimmick-heavy joke villain at the time, but this episode entitled Heart of Ice turned him into one of the most tragic and complex characters in history. The story begins with a series of high-tech heists at Goth Corp. Batman discovers the thief as a man in a specialized suit of armor, calling himself Mr. Freeze. Unlike other villains, Mr. Freeze isn't motivated by money or power. He is driven by a singular, icy focus of revenge. The scientist, before the suit, he was Dr. Freeze, a cryogenic researcher working for Goth Corp. His terminally ill wife, Nora, was placed on cryogenic stasis by Victor to buy him time to find a cure. She had a cure that was basically killing her. The incident that happened that led Freeze to be exposed was ruthless CEO Gothcorp Ferris Boyle shut down the unauthorized experiment to save money. During a struggle, Boyle kicked Victor into a vat of experimental chemicals, which caused his body, Victor's alteration, to only survive in sub-zero temperatures. Now he wants to destroy the man who killed his wife and his humanity. For the first time, Batman genuinely empathizes for the villain. While he has to stop the Freeze Cannon from destroying the city, he is disgusted by the corporate greed of Ferris Boyle, the real villain. The final shot is legendary as Victor is locked in a sub-zero cell in Arkham, weeping over this music box of his wife, whispering, "I failed you." The writers of this show took a nothing character, a guy with an ice gun and a puny name, and built a masterpiece of tragic storytelling from scratch. It's a reminder that you can reinvent anything if you find the human heart at the center of it. A fun fact, this episode won an Emmy Award and was so influential that DC Comics officially changed Mr. Freeze's backstory in the comics to match this version. So, in my opinion, my favorite villain belongs to the Batman animated series, Mr. Freeze, episode specifically, The Heart of Ice. I know they tried to bring a couple movies back, like continuing it, but I don't think anything was able to top the first episode. So, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm a little into the weeds on this one? Do you think that sounds cool? I think if they were able to bring it in real life, that would be cool. Like action, live action with this Mr. Freeze and not Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze. Like, no, that's not it. But this one, Heart of Ice, Mr. Freeze, I'm with that. Hopefully they can find a way to bring it in live action. But you let me know what you guys think. Who's your favorite villain? I'm going to hop on the Homegirls question, little bull thing. Who is your guys' favorite villain? Let me know down in the comments what you guys think. And that will be it. That is the episode number 5. Talked about some March Madness, close it up there. Some Bruins, of course. I know people are probably sick of me talking about the UCLA Bruins, but I can care less. National champions do not come around every often. So, going to talk about my champions as much as possible. Super excited to watch them go in the WNBA as well. So, follow them, see how they do. Dodgers dominant. Mets not. Braves got a solid player, looking like he's not no fluke. NBA playoffs are coming up. Can't wait. Excited to see that competition go down. Boys, looking like it's a good start. Looking for any series, hit me up. Let me know. Music Minute, Coachella seemed to rock everybody's timeline. It was everywhere. People were watching in their living rooms and shit. Favorite villain, Mr. Freeze, and Raiders, no better than 8 wins. All right, you guys. Hope you guys have a great week. I know I am. See you guys next time.